I think that is a mistake. It's gone by quickly, but it's true. I'm in my 30th year at the Big Ten, and
I love the Big Ten. Love it. I don't know why. How many teams? How many? It doesn't. It's not really 10, is it? You just don't feel like.
We're a little bit challenged. That's our historic name, but we have 14 institutions.
You got 14. You're from South Orange, so we're a neighbor. But then he was a basketball player at UNC.
Played for Dean Smith. Jim, what was it like playing for Dean Smith?
That's unbelievable.
Hall of Fame guy, Hall of Fame coach, terrific experience, and you wouldn't think that you would take away lessons that lifelong, but his preparation, attention to detail, innovation, strategic, tactical, everything you would expect would be included in a Dean Smith practice. And so I think all of us who played for him in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s took away from that not only a tremendous competitive experience, but an incredible experience in terms of preparation for the next stages in our lives.
Great guy. I played golf with him one time.
Yeah.
In Lake Tahoe. Yeah, really nice man.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure UNC was the best choice for you. If you take the top, how many players from NC? Where do you fall in there, Jim? If we your top, what number would that be? It's a big number.
Well, Michael Jordan was 23. I was 22. So I was another player. It was a great opportunity. But probably someplace in the lower quartile.
Yeah, okay.
So, Jim, tell the viewers, you've got to deal with CBS, Fox, ESPN. Your ratings were sensational last year. Your ratings this year with Ohio State and the Michigan games were high. Your attendance was better than every other conference last year. What are you doing in the Big Ten that makes it so special? Why have you been so successful?
Well, we're a historic conference. We were founded just down the street from here at the Palmer House Hotel in 1896. And, we've benefited by tremendous population, immigration, manufacturing. We're the breadbasket of the United States. And these are world-class universities who sponsor intercollegiate athletics for 10,000 students. And so quality education, quality competitive environment. But I think really what we have is this alumni following that's generation after generation after generation. And the experience of intercollegiate athletics, both playing and watching it, I think stays with people for a lifetime. So when you look around the country, we're close to 6 million living alums. They're all married to somebody. They all have a couple kids. So that immediately gets you to 25 million Americans who have some connection. And we've tried to do it right. It used to be a male situation and for white people. Today it's global. It's black, it's white, it's male, it's female. So I'm very proud that we've gone from 70-30 male-female to almost 50-50. And we had 16 games on TV 30 years ago. Most of our games are available nationally or internationally. So, there's been a lot of commitment by the institutions, a lot of history, a lot of tradition. And you're right. We've got a bunch of new partners, and they've worked seamlessly to promote the Big Ten. And there's a great product out there.
$51 million per school being paid out by the Big Ten through its TV partners. One last question, Jim, for me. The college football playoff probably was the most innovative change in the last 5 years. It increased viewership, interest, made every game more important. Tell the viewers, what are the pros and cons to adding another 4 teams? I personally think less is more, but what's the tension point there on this, something that's been great for college sports, but give us the pros and cons of expansion.
Yeah, I mean, the pros are that there would be more opportunities. There probably are 8 teams capable of winning a national championship. The other side of it is it takes us another week into the second semester, probably. Very hard to have a playoff game before Christmas because of exams. It probably dilutes the connection to the Rose Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, the Orange Bowl, some of the historic connections in college sports. There's going to be discussion about it. We have a contract that runs, I guess, another 8 years. Partners could change that, but I think for now, there's a great deal of anticipation. There's tension. Actually, sometimes less is more. We haven't had a champion the last 2 years, but we have had an at-large team. We've won a championship, as has the ACC. The SEC's won too. And the ratings, the followership, whether it's on legacy platforms or new technology, the water cooler discussion is off the charts and has really invigorated, I think, the regular season.
Here we are. We still don't know about what to do about paying athletes, but you just said
Yep.
$51 million per. Schools do so well. I mean, and then the athletes get to benefit from the education, and I think they love to play. You know, it's the love
Right.
of sports that does it. But is it ever going to change? Do you think, Jim? Is there, because you think about the money that's made, and I'm glad it comes back to the schools. But this is I look forward to college football more than the NFL, and we know that what the franchise value of all those teams are. Now, this is based solely on the players that don't make any. That's the only thing. It just seems like it's incongruous that, you know. So I don't know how you finally solve that.
Yeah.
It's an intractable issue.
Yeah, I think it is, and I think you make your point. You love college sports. There's a reason you love college sports. College sports is not pro sports light. It's connected to the universities, the brands, and the educational opportunities. And while, you know, the business of sports is good in certain ways, our business is really providing lots of opportunities for lots of people. Not just football, not just basketball, not just lacrosse, not just men, but men and women. And so we do a great job of providing the opportunities, and the Big Ten and some other conferences have done quite well. But I can tell you that athletics at Brown and Wesleyan and Colorado are equally important to those young people.
Wow, you got Georgia's school and my school
and
and yours.
That's
I've done
homework. All right.
I've done my research. Okay, I'm sure. I'm sure you all have done your research. But the fact of it is Artie Duncan, the former Secretary of Education, once said, and I agree with him on this, other than the United States Army, no one does a better job than intercollegiate athletics preparing young people for the next portions of their lives. So I think that there's a special differentiator between professional sports, college sports, high school sports, and it is that these are students first. We have done more, we've done better, and we can be more creative in how we make their experience a stronger one. But essentially ours is a series of educational opportunities. We want to keep it going in that direction.